What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Pharaoh, World Class Hustler, and I'm back with another video. And this video is not going to be a sports video. It's not going to be for my Pats, for my Lakers and my Dodgers out there. So this is going to be a video about my thoughts on the election and what's coming in the near future and what it means, for the country and what this whole election means. Pretty much, if you look at this whole thing, 2020 has really been, it's been a hell of a year. And, nothing doesn't need to really be said because it's like beating the dead horse, but everybody who's living in this country already knows what's going on and what's happening. Joe Biden is the president-elect. You'll be the 46th president of the United States. And it's a lot of uproar on the right side. Now, me, I'm an independent. But I do lean on my views a little bit conservative, even though I have some liberal views as well. So I can actually I'll get to that on why it is actually good to be independent. That's going to be towards the end when I talk about the future after I get through the rest. But pretty much, Joe Biden is president-elect. Trump is trying to make some power plays to get things switched off. It's a couple things that's just, it's a I don't know factor on my end. And my opinion is, I think Trump seen that this was going to come, especially with the mail-in ballots. I think he predicted that he was going to see some good numbers going on his way until the mail ballots came in, and they all went to Joe Biden. But something got me thinking, like, how did people know that all those mail-in ballots was going to Biden if they wasn't open, if they was predicted to go to Biden? That's what kind of like threw me off. I'm like, wait, y'all know these mail-in ballots going to Biden without even opening them, and you don't even know? That's kind of shaky. And then Tuesday, because I knew the main states that Trump needed to win. He needed to win Pennsylvania, he needed to win Florida, and he needed to win Ohio. And then Wisconsin and Michigan, he would have taken those. He should have taken those two, and those was like the main battleground states that I was keen in looking at. But to my surprise, Arizona ended up flipping blue, Nevada ended up flipping blue, and freaking Georgia ended up flipping blue. And Georgia hasn't really been flipped blue since freaking Bill Clinton. Obama couldn't even flip Georgia. He couldn't even flip Georgia. So it was such a shock to me. But my thing is that the whole thing with the fraud and stolen election, my thing is that I think it's possible that something went down. Everybody's doing a recount, like Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin. I think they have a court order to recount. Arizona is definitely going to do a recount. It was kind of odd because Arizona, they called that shit way too early. I think it was like barely 82%, and they called it for Biden, and everybody was like, no, like you still got counts coming in. So that was still like no president election, like no electoral in each state has went over 90%. They've all been called under like 88 or 89 the most. So all of them have never been over 90-something% like that in history electoral. So that was kind of odd as well. So everything, this whole election was odd. It was all odd. It was very emotional. I had it coming down through the wire. I knew it was gonna be very close. It was very close. If people talking that shit, talking about Biden was going to fucking like get Trump like on the scoreboard on him, I was like, y'all bullshit. That shit was very close. So my thing is that nothing is going to change for the black community. You motherfuckers still did not, you know, have the Democrats put anything tangibles for them to receive your votes. I mean, from the answers that I keep asking, the answers just keep on coming up. Oh, we was just trying to get Cheeto Face out the office. Okay, but even though Biden ain't fucking with black people like that, either way, I mean, his action has spoke so. You can see in his demeanor, it speaks the same as well. His past has definitely spoke so with the 1994 crime bill, because it was Joe Biden that drafted that shit and Bill Clinton was behind it. Like, I don't want people to forget about that. But either way, my thing is that, well, people got what they wanted. I've been hearing this talk also about welfare. People voted for welfare, which is why Joe Biden is getting in. About that, people are not finna get welfare. I'm sorry. That $1,200 stimulus check that people were getting, they're definitely gonna write another stimulus check. Mitch McConnell already said it. I mean, his ass was on his ass was grass in this election, man. So he definitely had to write out another. He's definitely going to write out another one. So be expecting that. You're probably going to get it monthly now, because that's going to. I should have done a video a while back talking about the UBI. But anybody that know me on YouTube, I've been on these panels. I've talked about it. That the $1,200 is going to act as a universal basic income, or it's kind of like an SSI check to hold you. And that's pretty much what you're going to receive for the rest of your life, because your economy is dead. Your economy is dead. It's not, especially if Biden talks about shutting the country down again, dog, your country is bad. And you guys know I drive trucks in each of these cities and states. Certain businesses is not even open, man. Certain the movie theaters like the Alamo Cinema House, that be, you know, it's a franchise movie theaters. Them jokers are still closed, bruh. Some of them even boarded up. So a lot of business are not coming back, man. And yeah, your economy is dead. So my thing is, people were dancing in the street and shit. Okay, and it's time for healing and all that. Okay, what y'all gonna do for work? Because I'll tell you this, the fix is in. If there's no work and you barely surviving, you guys are gonna go as an alternative and live your life through crime or start committing criminal acts. And voila, what do you know? You got two perfect people that's in office that's gonna motherfucking check that. Biden and fucking Kamala Harris. If you do some fuck shit out here, man, your ass is going to jail. That's why I say it's really the worst time for people, especially poor white folks, because they burning themselves off with fentanyl because they can't take it out here. They losing their jobs. They feeling like, you know, they're the rank and file white man, which that was obvious, because to be honest with you, all them presidency, all them people in the White House, all of them people in the Senate, they elitists. They're class first. Don't get that shit twisted. A lot of them are not for the people. A lot of them don't really care. They are all class first. Yes, believe it or not, yes, even Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a fucking senator of Delaware. That's the New England region. If you don't know anything about that, a lot of your credit card companies are based out of New England. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. All of them are based out of there. So my thing is that if you think that, and here's and this goes into what I'm about to say. I'm keep hearing individuals talking about, oh, he's going to forgive student loans. No, the hell he's not. like I said, he's from Delaware. He's on the side with the credit card companies who lends out those loans. My thing is, he ain't forgiving not a damn thing. If you wanted that, you should have nominated Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was the one that was talking about that. Bernie Sanders was actually the one as well that was sitting over here talking about where your credit report shouldn't go through privatized companies like Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. He was trying to have a federal credit report that goes through the federal government. Which, I can see that makes sense, but forgiving student loans and all that, your global banking can't take that. Your country survives off debt. The country is trillions of dollars in debt. There was no way that they can forgive your student loans, especially some of you women that be sitting over here getting these loans, be going to these colleges, be racking up $100,000 to $120,000 worth of debt. They can't take that hit. That's debt jubilee, and you best believe, if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, if they did, something has to give. Something was going to cost big time, and you probably wasn't going to be able to pay that cost on the back end. That would have been a very, very costly move. So you're not going to get no student loan removal. I'm sorry, y'all can nip that out the bud. So, but anyway, with this current house, Biden has already said LGBTQ, the Rainbow Coalition first. So he did not make the he didn't shy away from that, and that also says that Rainbow Coalition, they already making their presence be known, man. They already done formed up. They already trying to get shit passed to the legislature, and it won't stop. It ain't gonna ever stop until, hell, they done broke history. They done let multiple, I forgot where they were. They done got some transgenders elected in that House of Representatives. Now they in they gonna be voting in Congress. Pretty soon, man, you gonna have transgenders who's gonna be running for Senate and getting seats in the Senate. And further down the line, man, we keep going with the rate we going. Shoot, don't be surprised if a motherfucker, if them try to run for president, because they sitting over here, they have an agenda to push, man. And even though I don't like it, but people need to get their head out their ass and really stop trusting, parties like that. I even tell the conservatives on the Republican side, they ain't do shit for the black community. People need to stop trusting these politicians and these parties. They do not have black people interests at heart. They literally do not. That's why I'm an independent. And I do lean a little bit towards conservatism because I believe in group economics. When you pull your resources together to formulate a power, that is a conservative view, believe it or not. Yes, it is. So that's my whole thing. And I also believe is that for the women, y'all need to some black women see this, but y'all need to start giving Kamala Harris the side eye. If you're not a sorority chick or a chick that's in that boule environment, the top 10, top 5, top 1% of the black folks in her circle, she don't really fucks with you. She already ain't claiming us. She claiming that she's South African and Indian. South Asian and Indian. Even though her father is Jamaican, but she's not even trying to claim that side. So my thing is that she's an elitist as well. Motherfuckers don't really need to be sleeping on her. They keep saying she's the first black vice president, but she's not claiming us. So why do we consider her to be black? At least Obama claimed his. She's not even claiming us. She claiming this as a mix. So I say y'all need to side. Y'all need to be on the lookout on her as well. Her and Biden, they are into cahoots. My thing is, it's so funny in the Democratic nomination, she sat right there, supported Me Too, and was saying slick shit to Biden. Then Biden nominated her. Now they all whoopie-doo, all friends again. It's just so fake, bro. It's just, man, politics is just so fake and phony. And you motherfuckers be falling for the trick bag, man. It just be, I'm like, how can y'all sit over here and literally think that y'all won? Yeah, you're gonna get Trump up out of there if this shit don't go to Supreme Court. I mean, people saying different sides and they gonna go to Supreme Court, they're not gonna overrule it, there's no evidence. But I'm saying, what if? I mean, it is Trump at the end of the day. So my thing is that I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm still gonna be out here getting my money and stuff. It ain't gonna really bother me too much. So I don't have no dog in the fight for either party. They both white supremacists at the end of the day, so it don't even matter. But that's just my 2 cents of the election part 1. I'm gonna start doing more political view what's going on out here, policies that's being passed and how it's affecting the community. I'm gonna start doing videos about that because this stuff needs to be passed. These topics need to be talked about because believe it or not, black people, you do not have the luxury to do the shit that you doing right now. You do not have the luxury to sit over here like shit is not gonna fuck with your everyday life and stuff, because it will. A lot of these policies they about to pass, it's gonna start fucking with you. And a lot of y'all not even in jobs or sector or financial well off to sit over here and try to maneuver. So a lot of this talk on social media, yeah, it's all talk, but you ain't saying shit. You ain't doing shit. So be on the lookout. It's going to be part 2. I'm probably going to do that like after the electoral college give their votes in who they're going to elect as president, because also the media does not elect who the president is. So Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, NBC, they don't elect who the president is. So people have turned to alternatives because Fox News ratings have went down since this whole clusterfuck. So people been going to like Newsmax or News something like that. I don't know. Shout out to Angry Man, he's doing videos on it. But yeah, man, stay tuned, man. December I'm probably gonna drop a part 2, or January. It just depends on the Supreme Court or how's the whole process. But yeah, man, y'all stay safe. 1.